Thank you for doing yoga with me today. Let's get started. Let's get our mat and get comfortable. Okay, so let's start with cat-cows. So breathe in, arch your back, heart open. Breathe out, round out your back. Breathe in, arch your back. Breathe out, round out your back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Perfect. Okay, now let's switch over to the other side. We're going to do seated side bends. So take a deep breath in and then stretch to the side. You want to make sure your butt bones stay on the mat. Make sure your butt does not lift up when you go to the side. So keep your butt on the mat. Have your elbow on the mat and then deep breathing while you stretch to the side. Now let's switch over to the other side. Take deep breaths. Remember to keep your butt bones on the mat. If you're having trouble with that, just extend your arms so your butt bones are able to stay on the mat. Okay, now we're going to do seated side twists. So take a deep breath and then twist your back. Look over your shoulder. Keep breathing. Now let's do the other side. Remember to take a deep breath before you twist. Look over your shoulder, hold it, breathe out. Now we're going to do seated forward folds. Take a deep breath in, fold to the front. I don't know why my sweater got stuck, but anyway, try to make sure you fold from the hips. You don't want to round out your back too much, so fold from the hips and then reach to your feet. Breathe in and out. Try to release those tight muscles. Awesome. Now let's transition ourselves over to our belly. We're going to do bow pose. So reach your ankles. You're going to pull, really arch your back. Really stretch it out as much as you can. Okay, release slowly. Now we're going to enter our cobra pose. So push up gently with your arms to get that really lower back stretch. Breathe in and out. Now we are going to head into our child's pose just to release some tension and relax a bit. Child's pose could be very meditative, so just breathe in and out, relax, clear your mind. Now let's head into our lunges. With lunges, you want to make sure that your knee is aligned with your ankle, so you don't want to be too forward or too back. Now let's go into our half split pose. With this, you want to make sure that your hip stays square. So if you have your left foot forward like mine, pull your right hip forward and your left hip back so your hips could stay squared. Now we're going to do the other side, starting off with the lunge. Go into our half split, make sure the hips are squared. Okay, now let's go into our downward dog. With this, put your head between your arms as much as possible and pull forward. I like to do a little movement with my downward dog. Do whatever makes you feel good. You could walk it out, you could stay still, you could do a little movement, whatever feels best for you. Now let's go back down into our cobra pose for a little counter pose. Now going back into child's pose, again deep breathing, staying in the present moment and releasing the tension from your muscles. Now we are going into our frog pose. So with the frog pose, you want to make sure that your knees are at a 90-degree angle. Your knees line up with your ankles and you want to make sure that your butt matches with your thighs so it's all straight and even. And you could just rest here. Try to relax your muscles as much as possible so you can release and your hips will open up little by little. Now to get out of this pose, just slowly bring your knees together. Let's lay on our back so we could go into the happy baby pose. So with this, you're gonna grab your feet, the outside of your feet. You're gonna bring your knees as close to the mat as possible and just breathe and relax. Okay, now we're going to get up so we could go into our wide-legged forward fold. So with this pose, the wider you have your feet, the easier it will be for you to reach your mat with your elbows. As you can see here, you can bring your elbows to the ground It's a very good heart opener as well, and you're getting more flexibility on your lower body too. Now we're going to do side lunge. Now the other side. You want to make sure the leg with the knee bent, the foot stays flat on the ground. You don't want it lifting up at all. Alrighty, now let's get down into our middle splits. Go as low as you possibly can. As you can see, I'm still working on it, but continuing doing this video over and over again until I get my middle splits is the goal. Okay, now we're gonna go into the seated wide-legged forward fold. With this, make sure your toes stay pointing up along with your knees and just lean forward with your hips. Try to keep your back straight as much as possible. Slowly bring your feet together, your knees together. We are going into our plow pose, so swing your legs over your head. You could put your head between your knees, get your knees close to your ear. Keep your arms down and to the side for support. Try to keep your back straight. You could have your legs bent or you could straighten them out. This is the last pose for this video, so thank you guys for following along. You can end it with a little booty shake, a little round of applause. And I love you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.